All right, guys. So it's the second half of the year, and I know every year we start off and we're like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be so in shape. I'm gonna have this goal and that goal and whatever. And then as the year kind of unwinds, we fall away from our goals, and then we're not as motivated, or we're not as something happens and it kind of just derails everything. But I like the second half of the year because it's kind of a time to reflect on what happened in the first half of the year, and then what I need to do to make sure that the goals that I set in the beginning of the year are going to be met by the end of the year, right? So this is kind of like my halftime audit, like what happened in the first half of the year. You know that meme where they're like, they had us in the first half, but
Yeah, they had us the first half. I'm not gonna lie. They had us. We weren't defeated, but they had us.
yeah, that's what this video is. So I started the year and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do YouTube, right? I'm gonna do YouTube. I'm gonna do it seriously. I've kind of been posting on TikTok. I've been posting on Instagram. I've been posting Facebook. I've been posting everywhere but YouTube, right? And why am I like ducking the challenge? Why am I kind of pushing it away? And God this year was just like, just do it. Put yourself out there. You're gonna have videos that have 5 views. You're gonna have videos that have 100 views. You're gonna have videos that you think you're gonna do well that won't do well. It is what it is, right? But just do it. Be intentional about it. Be consistent about it. Post a video at least every week, and I want to be able to post at least 2 every week now, moving forward, right? As the ideas come, as the inspiration comes, motivation comes, I want to be able to post more. So that, I feel like the first half of the year was good. It was good. I learned about YouTube. Let's put it like that. Like, you watch YouTube your whole life, but you don't never really understand what kind of goes on with YouTube until you try to actually do YouTube, until you actually try to pursue it, and you're like, oh wow, there's so many intricacies, there's so many things you have to be mindful of when you're posting, or where you're recording, or when you're all kind of stuff. So I'm glad I was able to learn. I'm still learning. I have so much more to learn, but I'm glad I was able to learn a lot in the first half of the year. So that's one thing that I'm grateful for. The second thing is, as I've said many times on this channel, is the marathon that I'm training for, trying to prepare for, and just kind of changing habits throughout the year, right? Before, I was somebody that was like, I'm somebody that's so motivated by wanting to accomplish things that I'll get it done by any means possible, right? I'll just push myself. I can't do that with this. Like, I have to actually be intentional about my sleep, my eating, my diet. Like, I can't just do whatever I want to do and then go and run. I've felt the effects, the negative effects of it, and I don't want to do it anymore, right? So I've changed kind of my eating habits. I've changed. Now, one thing I do now, that's why the second half of the year is, I'll do every morning before I go into the office, I'll do 2 miles. And then if I don't go into the office, I'll do 3 to 5 miles, right? So, because I have more time in the morning to prep. Just kind of waking up my body, waking up my bones, stretching everything, getting ready to then do a longer run at night. You know, maybe a 5 to 10 mile run, or 10 to half marathon run. And then at some point in August, I have to plan to run 20 miles. Right? I'm planning to run. It's not about the time I do it or the pace I do it in. I need to do my 120-mile kind of race and be prepared, right? And do one of those every single month leading up to the marathon in December. So I quickly learned that I can't just wake up and run. Like, I was doing 5 miles, 6 miles, 7 miles, but I wasn't feeling good, right? So I changed the way I kind of do that. For this second half of the year, I'm going to be a lot stronger. I'm going to build up a lot more muscle in my legs. And one mistake I made was, I was thinking, oh, I'm running every day, so that's basically leg day. No, you actually have to have a dedicated leg day for this, right? Strengthen every single part of your legs, especially your calves. I'm saying this like you guys are going to run a marathon. Maybe you will, maybe you won't, but this is what I've learned in the first half of the year. What I've also kind of put out there is, yes, I have this channel. I have my other channel, which I talk about sports, specifically soccer. And I started a new channel this week. It's going to be my gaming channel. So I'm not sure if I mentioned this on this channel, but I do game, I do stream, I do play in tournaments. And and I enjoy it, right? I always have clips, but I always kind of just hoard the clips, right? I don't really post them on TikTok. I don't really post them on Instagram. I don't really post. I don't never post them on YouTube. But now it's like, why are you having content? Why are you creating content that people have said in the past that they enjoy? They like watching you stream. They like watching your clips. Then why would you not put it out there? Why would you not post it out there, right? So I'm gonna start doing that. So if you guys are gaming fans and you want to see any of my clips, my channel will be attached below in the description. And also, if you just go on the homepage of this account, it'll show that my other accounts, my 2 other accounts. So now I have 3 accounts that I'm posting on. I plan to post on consistently every single week for the rest of the year. I know I'm gonna be in Nigeria probably for a little bit. I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna do this, but I have to at least schedule ahead of time that I'm gonna post every single week and be consistent with it. So that's something I'm excited about. Obviously, I have so many weddings to go to. I have so many events to go to. I have so much money to spend in the second half of the year. But I think the beauty of the first half of the year was I prepped for these things, right? I told myself I wasn't gonna have too much fun. I wasn't gonna do anything crazy. That the only expenses that I really spent was a car, and I needed the car, and my gear, my camera, my lighting, all the other stuff. That's all I really spent money on, because I knew that I wanted to have so much comfort in the second half of the year to be able to do whatever I want to do. I needed to kind of be more cautious with my finances in the first half of the year, and I'm a cautious person in general. Like I don't like spending crazy money. I don't like doing crazy things with my money, because I didn't come from having too much money, so I don't ever want to be in a position where I don't have, I can't take care of myself or take care of a loved one or anything like that. So I'm excited for the second half of the year. And for you guys, I know a lot of people have said, summer body I was supposed to have my summer body by June. I think summer starts on like June 21st or something like that. So it's only been 2 weeks of like summer, proper summer. I know if you're in Texas, it's been like 90 degrees for the last month and a half consistently, but there's still time. There's still time to do things that maybe you wanted to accomplish in the first half of the year. You didn't get to do it, or maybe you weren't motivated, or something happened that kind of derailed your plans. We still have an entire almost a full 6 months to get these things done. The goals that you had in January that you said, this is my New Year's resolution, I'm going to go to the gym more, I'm going to work out more, I'm going to eat healthier, I'm going to save more money, I'm going to buy this car, I'm going to buy this thing, I'm going to do this. There's still time. The year doesn't end in June. The year doesn't end when you don't have motivation anymore. The year ends December 31st. So we still have so much time to accomplish anything that we want to accomplish. I have so many things I want to accomplish. Can you guys see this piano on the camera? You can't, but this piano that I've been hiding from for I don't know how long. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing this a lot more in the second half of the year, because I don't know. Every time I play it, I just feel at peace. I understand how pianists feel. Like you just play certain things and it just sounds good. Like I'm a music person. I love music so much. I love all genres of music. I just love listening to music. But one of the things I've always disliked was that I would listen to a song. I love the song. I want to play the song, but I don't know how. And then I have friends that are incredible musicians where they just start playing the song. And I want that. I want that feeling. So I'm going to learn how to play it on the piano. If I like a song, I want to play it on the piano, which means I need to get better at playing the piano. So that's another challenge to myself, right? This year has been all about challenging myself. Stop being so comfortable with, with how things are, and stop being so comfortable with the position that you're in, with what has been working for you in the last couple years. It's time to do things differently. It's time to push yourself to another level. I posted on my story yesterday, and I talked about how one of my favorite businessman inspirations, Patrick Bet-David, he was like, oh, I was broke my 20s. I got married at 30. I think I had my first kid at 34. I bought my first house at 37. First house. So many of us we talk about houses as if like if you don't have a house by 30, you failed. If you're not married by 30, you failed. If you don't have your first kid by 30, you've like we put these timelines and these constraints on ourselves. There's so much life to live. There's so much more of the year for you to accomplish different things. Just because you didn't get it done in February, March, April, doesn't mean you can't get it done in October, November, December. There's a lot of time, right? Each month, I know the months seem like they pass by so quickly, but they really don't. Like there's so much you can accomplish from week to week. It's crazy. You can lose 3 pounds every week. I'm not saying, I don't know if that's healthy. I don't know if that's medically supported or whatever, but I'm saying that's how much you can lose a lot of weight in a month. You can lose a lot of weight in 6 months. You can get to your ideal weight by the end of the year. Like there's so much that can happen and you don't even, and I think we sometimes we lose motivation because of what happens in the first half. We're like, oh, we can't win, in the second half. You guys remember the Patriots Super Bowl against the Falcons? You can win in the second half. I've watched so many soccer games where a team is down 2-0, 3-0, they come back and they win in the second half. A lot, NBA, you're down 20, 30 points and you win in the second half. So just because you lost in the first half of the year doesn't mean you can't win in the second half of the year, right? So everything that happened, let's all learn from it. Let's all remember the things that happened, where we failed, and rather than use it as I'm a failure or I disappointed myself, let's use it as motivation to do better in that area this half of the year. And I know I'm gonna accomplish my goals in the second half of the year. And I know if you believe in yourself, if you believe that God can do it for you, if you believe that you have the skill set, the talent, the ability, the drive, then you can do it for yourself as well. So I want us all to come back here at the beginning of next year when I post my first video and I'm like, welcome to 26, woo! Welcome to 2026, guys. Everyone's like, oh, I accomplished this last year. Like, let's all have good things to tell each other in this community. Continue building our community. Continue spreading motivation. Motivate. Community is such a big thing for me. I want everybody to believe that they can do something. I do not like hearing people doubt themselves or feel like they can't accomplish something. Yes, you can. Don't let anybody tell you can't accomplish something. Don't let anybody tell you that because of what happened before, you can't accomplish it now. Because your parents failed, that you can't do it. Yes, you can. Yes, you will. Tell yourself that every day. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. But yeah, I'm excited for myself specifically. I don't know what you guys' goals are, but whatever it is, I'm sure you can accomplish it. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and my other channels if you're interested in the content I'm putting out on those channels. Also subscribe to those channels, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Leave a comment below on kind of how you feel like your first half of the year went, how you want your second half of the year to go, and let's see if we can help each other. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you very soon. God bless you. Bye.